Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Tabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And we're sitting here today. We got a very serious show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. As you guys know, the NBA Finals just concluded, and obviously, depending on when you're seeing this show, we're talking about it in other shows that we're producing today. But in the midst of all of that, there was a story. There was kind of an ongoing story online related to the NBA that centered on Zion Williamson, the young forward for the New Orleans Pelicans, and various women in online, right? And I'm sure a good amount of you are aware of the situation. Now, when the situation was initially brought to my attention, some people asking me, to initially even talk about it. I even saw Stephen A. Smith talk about it, but at first I was like, I just want to stay away from this story because I want to have something intelligent to say. If I don't have something intelligent to say, then I don't want to talk about it. I don't need to kind of give you guys the play-by-play and the blow-by-blow of this story. You guys can hunt that information down because it's very disgusting information that's being put out there. So initially when the story broke, my initial reaction was, this is an embarrassment to Zion for even being annexed to a situation like this. The second show we produced, I believe was yesterday, I'm like, the madness is continuing. And I said in that show that the best thing I believe Zion should do is cease communication. Stop communicating, stop texting, stop doing all of that. Like, enough is enough. Because this person, you're going to need two people to tangle. So what happened last night during the NBA Finals? A video was recommended to me by, from Too Raw for Sports, Too Raw for TV, depending on how you guys are aware of him. But anyway, and this video said, this is going too far now. So I clicked on the video, and the funny thing is, before I even started to watch the video, the thought popped up in my head, right? And I watched the video, and sure enough, to at the end of his show, he said exactly what I had posted on the community that I'm going to reiterate here. You see, in society, there's been this kind of attack on men that I've noticed. And there are a good amount of men, or an amount, some of men that come to our channel that want us to kind of join them in this agenda. And to me, I always found that to be confounding, because I'm like, wait a minute. You see me here as a man, and you want me to go out there, to go out and start berating other men? Why would I do that? Why would I join you in that crusade? Why would I work against my own interests? If I'm out here attacking men, I'm attacking myself. So why would I do this? Why would I join in this parade, right? And I've noticed there's been this kind of attack on men in society. And, it's beginning to get even more and more serious with every passing day. These are they're large societal issues that are being discussed on a major scale. And then I started to think about the Zion situation closely. And I thought to myself, I said, wait a minute. Zion is a 23-year-old professional NBA player that plays in the NBA. The person has been talking about him on the internet for the last 4 or 5 days now is a female that is about she's about 30 or 31 years old. She's about 7 to 8 years his senior, berating him every single day. And I said to myself, I wonder, what would the public reaction be if Zion was a 23-year-old female WNBA player, and you had an adult star male attacking her and harassing her every single day on social media? What would be the public outcry? I can almost guarantee you, not only will some women be coming after that person because they'll be calling it harassment, they'll be calling it bullying, there will be men. They'll be running out there attacking that guy, saying, how dare you attack this one? How dare you attack this woman? How dare you attack this woman? But in the case of Zion, it's just like one big joke. No one is really factoring this in. Here you have a person that's about 6, 7, 8 years older than Zion Williamson, who is basically berating him every single day on social media. And the latest tweets, oh my God, they are crossing into the realm of lawsuits. It is that disgusting where they're taking this particular topic right now. And no one is saying anything. No one is saying anything. And I just wonder if the roles were reversed, would people be this quiet? And this is why I say there's an attack on men. Because men, I think there are a lot of people out there that feel like men are not human beings. Men don't have feelings. They don't have any feelings whatsoever. So you can kick them, punch them, scratch them, cut them. They will have no reaction because they're men. They're stones. You can hit them. They don't have feelings. So we can talk crap about them on all these shows, these think tanks, say why men are terrible, and it's no big issue. And that's why no one is really being sensitive to this situation, and to me, it's bothering me. I have a lot of women in my family that I love. My mom, my sister, my wife, and all. I love all of them. But whenever they try to involve me in this BS conversation, they can never get me to see it their way. They can never get me to see it their way. Because I know that no one feels sorry for men. Nobody feels sorry for men. Nobody. I was recently talking to one of my neighbors, and he said to me, in a joking way, he said, I can never give a married man money. We laughed. I said, what do you mean? Meaning that I can never assist another man that's married that has kids. I can never do it. And basically what he was saying is, you're a man. You're supposed to figure it out. I can't come up here and assist you when you have a family. If you have a family, you figure it out. There's no sympathy for you. None whatsoever. And we all just openly accept this. And it's one of the reasons why we're accepting Zion Williamson being bullied online. This is harassment. This is harassment. When you start tagging the guy's team, let me ask you guys a question. What do the New Orleans Pelicans have to do with Zion Williamson and this person? What's the correlation? What's the connection? You met Zion. You people have a relationship. What does that have to do with his employer? Absolutely nothing. How is it the business of his employer? Why are you tagging his employer? Why are you doing this? Number one. Number two, if you felt this strongly about Zion, why are you only coming out now and saying all of these things? If you felt this strongly about Zion Williamson, why is it only now you're saying this? Why? Why is it only now? Would you really be fighting after a 22, 23-year-old boy if he wasn't uber successful and a multimillionaire? No, let me ask the stupid people in the room. Let me ask, so you guys honestly believe that a woman of 31 years old that has her own job, that makes her own money, will be running after a 22, 23-year-old boy? Are you guys that dense? Do you think, no, really, let's think about it. How many women do you know? Almost all the women that I've ever spoken to, almost all have said, I will never date a guy younger than me. The majority of them. They always want to date some. So what's so special about Zion? What's so special? When have you ever heard it? When have you ever heard it? Zion Williamson is a meal ticket. Period. He is a meal ticket. If Zion worked at McDonald's, nobody would be running after him. Not to say he wouldn't have people that like him, I'm sure. He seems to be a good-looking guy. He's tall, whatever it is. So I'm sure some people will be interested in him. But let's not kid ourselves here. This is about money. If Zion was a nobody, would this even be an issue? Like, let's just stop the nonsense. And the fact that no one is saying anything. Let me tell you guys something. If this was reversed, and it was a WNBA player, it would be making SportsCenter, ESPN, all of these different outlets. How he's bullying this woman. How she's being bullied. But in the case of Zion, it's just one big laugh-a-thon. It's a laugh-a-thon. And then you got some jokers out there that want me to join in, oh, why men are so terrible. Y'all are crazy. I will never join you in that stupid crusade to work against myself. If I have a son, so let me understand this. If I have if I give birth to a little boy, I'm going to be sitting up here criticizing a little boy knowing he's going to go into the world where people are hostile towards men. Do you guys think I'm crazy? Do you guys really think I'm crazy? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, and somebody needs to say something. The fact that she's tagging his team? Why are you drawing all these people's attention to? What does this team have to do with him? So you want the team to cut him? So if Zion was this bad person, why were you dealing with him before? Why are you only coming out now berating him all over social media when you found out this news that he was having a child with another? Why? This ain't got nothing to do with love. Let me just break it down for the people in the back that may be confused about it. This is an alarming double standard, and you're seeing it play out. A 22, 23-year-old boy. Yeah, he's a young adult, but he ain't no man. Like, let's cut that out. Scientifically, we know when men's brains start to develop, so let's cut that out. And he's there being berated every single day on social media, and no one is saying anything because he's a boy or he's a guy. So he should just take it. And we should just sit up here and laugh about it. Someone needs to say something. Someone needs to say something. I am 100% convinced if this was a woman, I'll leave it there.